Welcome to the High Ticket Success Podcast, where premium coaches, consultants, and advisors come for bold strategies, big breakthroughs, and real results. I'm your host, Dave Dubeau. Hey kids, welcome back. Let me ask you a question. Are you trying to get the word out about who you are and what you do better? Would you like your prospects and your clients to look at you in a different light with more credibility, perhaps as an authority? Well, if you would, which you should, then pay close attention today, because I have none other than Christine Blosdale, the expert authority coach, on the call. I'm really excited about this. I've known of Christine for quite some time. I had the pleasure of being interviewed by her on one of her shows a couple of months ago, and she is the real deal. So I'm really excited about this conversation. Christine, welcome to the show.
Oh, Dave, you know what? And as I have to say, thank you so much. But as a coach too, I'm watching you and how you're delivering your introduction of me. And I am like, if you were my client, I'd be like A+++. Bravo. You looked people right in the eye. Well, if you're watching this, if you're listening to this, you can't see that.
I'm talking to you right in the ear.
But Dave is just such a professional, and you check all the boxes of what I would recommend to people to expand their expert authority. You also have not one, but two killer podcast shows, which demonstrate to the world your expert authority, and you get to meet new people like myself. And you're just one of these wonderful folks that I'm so blessed to know. So thank you for having me on your show. I appreciate it.
My absolute pleasure. So Christine, I gave you a little introduction there, but maybe let's fill in the blanks a little bit. Tell us a little bit about what you do and who you serve primarily, if you don't mind.
Yes. So overwhelmed entrepreneurs, authors, thought leaders, public speakers. Because listen, we're scattered, right? And what happens is that we become overwhelmed with all the things that we think we need to do, and in many respects that we do need to do, right? So, but becoming a professional copywriter and blogger and vlogger and speaker, and now I need to design my website or all these different things, right? What social media should I be on? I need to post today, all this stuff. So basically, I take that overwhelm, I strip it away, and I say, let's start from the foundation.
Okay.
The foundation is your brand. It's your branding. It's who you are. And if you're a coach or a consultant, my Lord, you are the brand, right? It's not so much your shiny product or even the service. It's you. And people buy from people, right? So we want to make sure that not to get woo-woo, but our energy, right? The very thing that first people connect with and they feel, if they feel that you're kind of slimy and you're shifty-eyed, they're going to run away from you. If they feel you're desperate and you're hunting down the next client and you're stressed, they're going to feel that. So it's all in how you present yourself, and that's about your brand, and that's what I do. I work on your image, I work on your media kit, I work on your website, whatever we think is going to be the shortest, quickest road for you to get the message out about your brilliance, what you do, what you offer people.
Well, and what I love about this, Christine, is you drink your own Kool-Aid. You've got an amazing... I love your website. I love all your stuff. And the personality just absolutely comes through, like, quite frankly, like I've hardly ever seen before. So kudos to you. Good job. No, it's very, very impressive. So maybe to kind of illustrate the point a little clearer, can you walk us through an example of a coach or a consultant or whoever that you've worked with, and just kind of where they were, what you did with them, and where they're at now, and all the different, maybe, big picture, the different pieces that you've helped them put into place?
I will do that. But before, I want to address what you had just said. What hit you in the face with me was my energy, right? Mm-hmm. By just even going to my website, even though, and there's a little video, I have a welcome video, and I encourage anybody who's a coach or consultant of any stripes, on your website, instead of having a lot of text and boring, blah, 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 I do this, I do that, stop it. A video that plays, a short video, but a video that plays immediately when people land on your website so that they can get a feel for you. They can see your eyes. They can see how you talk and welcome them to your world. Okay. So that's number one. But that energy and that what you were talking about, if you go to my website, which you've already been, but it's
what's the URL again?
Yeah, it's expertauthoritycoach.com. And you'll see that video play, right? And I update it all the time. Because I'm bored of things, right? Yeah. I do. But if you notice, the main feeling, and I'm holding up my media kit here. This is just an image. It's got my bio on it, a small, short bio. People don't want to know what college you went to. Stop it. Short bio, big picture. Big picture. Yeah. And you want the best headshot you could ever find. Now, here's the thing. I'm not dressed in some 3-piece suit being all serious, right? If you look at my image, you can't even see my eyes because I'm laughing. I'm in joy. I'm in absolute ecstatic joy in this picture. Yeah. My mouth is open. I've got headphones on. I'm in front of a microphone. I'm in my element, okay? Like here in Australia, Crocodile Dundee. I'm with the crocodiles, all right? So I'm in my element. And that energy, that photo opens more doors for me than you would believe because people know immediately. Now, am I everybody's cup of tea? No.
Easily.
But the people that resonate with me and they want that kind of energy and they like it, they're coming to me. So,
which is kind of marketing 101, right? You want to attract your ideal clients and at the same kind of time repel folks that you just wouldn't really be able to jive with anyhow.
Yes, because we have a life force, and my life force, I don't know how many years I'm here on the planet, but I want to make sure that I spend quality time with people that I like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
the older I get, the more that resonates with me. That's for sure. I tell you what.
So I know. So the importance, I just wanted to drive in that importance of, and that's your brand. That's your branding. Okay. And not a selfie from your phone, a professional, it doesn't cost that much money, but get a really professional shot or photos in general, different shots. And you want to display that right away for people.
Well, let me ask you a question about that, if you don't mind, Christine, because the photo that you showed, and for folks that are listening to this, check out the YouTube channel, you can see it. But basically, it was a very joyous picture of Christine laughing her head off with headphones on because she's big into podcasting. And it just exuded, joy, like she said. Yeah. However, Christine, not all photographers are created equal. And very few that I know of can actually take a picture that captures personality. They all look like Sears Roebuck.
Well, you got to find one that does.
Exactly. So any tips on that?
Yeah, and bring your props in. If you've written a book, bring your book in. I've done that. I've done completely shameless self-promotion in a photo where I'm holding my book and I'm pointing at it. I'm like, here it is. So
you're a marketer who's not shy. Surprise.
Exactly. Yeah. And the thing is you want to, I am in my element in that picture because of the headphones and the microphone. And it's not even just because of podcasting. When I'm coaching people, that's how I look. That's my uniform. And I'm wearing black, which is my, I was into Darth Vader as a kid. So, so that's me. And I use that on my media kit. I use that on my website. I use it on my business cards. It's that same damn photo on the back of my books because it connects with people.
Yeah.
And so,
and then what I love about it is it's pretty recent. So when you show up, you still look.
Yeah, I look like
it's not like a 1986 realtor photo.
I had a client once who, all of her pictures were from 20 or 30 years ago, and I was like, you have gray hair now. You don't have black hair.
She doesn't even see it. Probably that's the problem. Like I know I'm delusional about how old I actually am.
I'm like, no. Yeah. Now that can be part of on your website, part of your collage of pictures of you in action or things like that. But you want to have a current picture so people aren't shocked. It's kind of like if you go on a date and your profile is, some sexy, gorgeous thing. And then you show up and you're like, Hunchback of Notre Dame.
My photo from 45 pounds ago. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you want to kind of reflect, who you are. But it is really important. And they say a picture says paints 1,000 words. It's true.
Yeah.
That's why it's so important. I wish I was a professional photographer, because I would be making way more bank, because I could be taking pictures of my clients. But there are professional photographers out there.
Yeah, for
Always
sure.
look at their work,
Yeah.
and see the stuff that
The
they
fun
done.
ones.
And find one. Yeah, find one.
Okay, so we've drank the Kool-Aid. We all
Yes.
agree that a good headshot, super important, one that grabs your personality.
Yeah.
Now tell us a story, Christine. Tell us about how you've helped one of your clients kind of go from zero to hero in the authority space.
I love, I've got so many, but I really love my client, Julia Loggins, who, if the name sounds familiar, she was married to Kenny Loggins back in the day.
Okay.
And she's not anymore. They're lovely together. Like they're separated and divorced in the highest quality, the best way. So lovely, right? Yeah, so lovely. But Julia, she had a colon hydrotherapy business in Santa Barbara, a little tiny clinic that I would drive to from where I lived in Ventura. And she's an angel. First of all, you have to be an angel to be in that business. But she had been doing colon hydrotherapy, and she's a gut health expert for decades. Decades. Yeah. Now, if you know anything about that process, it's
tubes are going up certain places that you'd
and water. But your clients, they leave after and they feel amazing, right? And she loves helping people who are in distress. So, but it's very time intensive. If you're a colon hydrotherapist, we're talking like 2 hours with somebody. Then you got to clean everything up and get ready for the next person, and then all that stuff. So I was working with her a bit, and I said, gosh, this is very time intensive, and your knowledge is so important. People all around, people in Italy should know this. People in, Germany, people in all around the United States, not just Santa Barbara, who find out about you. And she also had some supplements and health products that were not hers, but that she recommended, and she had them there at her little clinic.
Got it.
I saw immediately. Now I work intuitively. I don't market myself as a psychic, but I work intuitively, and immediately I saw not an empire, but a much bigger business, an international brand. And I said to her, Julia, you need to expand. And she was ready. Now, she's no spring chicken, right? She's not super young. Let's put it that way.
She's not Kenny's fourth wife.
No, she's the first one, I think. Right. But she was raring to go. She's like, okay, show me, tell me. And so what we did is we created a line of products that she could use. She wanted to call them something else. I said, no, darling, your name is very important. And we're going to call it Julia Loggins protein powder, Julia Loggins gut health pill, whatever. So, so we worked on that and expanded the work that she's done, her books, created more of an international brand. Now she's on, and I encouraged her also to start getting on video. Now she's on TikTok. She has a huge following. She goes live every single week. She helps people from her beautiful heart and her energy. Again, it's her energy that brings and draws people to her. Now she gives freely her advice and things like that on TikTok in these lives. And she has a free consultation she'll have with you, a chat about your gut health. But that energy brings people in who are just throwing money at her. I mean, booking appointments, buying her books, her courses, her supplements, all of that. And it's based on the fact that she's showing up, but it's also she's showing her energy, which is just lovely. And now she's a huge success, and she gets to help people all around the world instead of just that little clinic in Santa Barbara.
Oh, that's a great story.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Let me play devil's advocate for a minute, if that's okay.
Okay.
So
yes,
I can hear people thinking, well, this is easy for Christine because she's a, effervescent personality and just naturally bubbly and cheerful. And it's easy for Ms. Loggins because blah, 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 whatever. But what about little old me? I'm a financial planner in Cleveland and I'm boring as hell. How the heck can I, kind of without being fake, amplify myself and create some credibility? So if you were working with someone,
I have those clients. I have those people.
Well, maybe without names, but let's kind of walk through how you would work with somebody who doesn't necessarily on the surface have that amazing story or spark or something like that.
Everybody is different. Okay. I would never expect people to be at my level of energy and, pizzazz, so to speak. But, it all starts with that consultation, that free strategy call that I have.
Yeah.
That strategy call is 30 minutes and we sit down and I'm able to, within 5 minutes, know what your strengths are and your weaknesses. And we're going to highlight those strengths. But it all starts with building that foundation and the brand. So for some clients, the first thing that we do right out of the gate when we start working together is creating a media kit. Because if they want to get the word out about what they do and what they offer, a lot of times I'll suggest, it'd be great to be a podcast guest, or it'd be great to get the information out there, of course, on social media. But we start with building a media kit. And that media kit is going to be reliant on that photo that we want to get of you. But if you're that quiet, mild-mannered accountant, you need to tell me what it is that you want to do. Do you want to stay a mild-mannered, small-town accountant? Or do you want to grow? Do you want to share your knowledge by having your own podcast, right? Do you want to inspire people to get really, hone in on their taxes and excited about taxes? I have one person in my life who is an accountant, and she's so unique, and her style is so unique that she, out of a whole lineup of tax accountants, she stands out, right? Because she also has another passion. Her other passion is veganism. She's a vegetarian.
Oh, okay. The vegan accountant. There you go.
Yeah. But she also, she has no problems, talking about the wonders and how great vegetarianism is. But then she's like, oh, by the way, I could do your taxes and I am fun to work with. I am not boring. So,
and we won't be going out for a steak lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you take those myths and those stereotypes about your particular business, right? We know that people think about real estate agents. Well, my wife's a real estate agent and she's lovely and everybody loves her. So we focus on the positive aspects and we address those stereotypes. So that's something that we could do right away. It just depends on the person. Everybody's different.
So PR package, that's kind of step number one, seeing if the person can get booked in on podcasts. That's huge these days. There's gazillions of them out there.
Almost 4 million.
That's wow.
4 million.
600,000 last time I paid any attention, but I thought it had to be way over millions now. So lots of podcasts, 4 million of them. Most of them don't make it past episode 7, but that's neither here nor there.
Right.
But then the other thing is, if it's the right fit, getting people to start a podcast, that's a good way for them to amplify their authority, meet people, connect with folks, all that kind of good stuff. What else? Like, I think you're a big proponent of being an author as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, yes. Yeah. If you have any expertise in any subject, you have the ability to write a book. Mm-hmm. And I'm not a writer, even though I have 5 bestsellers right now, and I'm working on my 6th book. I'm not a writer. Like if I look at a blank Word doc, I'm like, bleh.
Yeah.
But I'm a speaker. So I'm able to take my speaking engagements, my webinars, my workshops, master classes, all that, and I'm able to convert that into books, right? It is a great way. As a producer, radio producer and host for 20 years in the business, I know that when I got a pitch from somebody or a publicist or the person themselves, an author themselves, they would move up in the ranks as an interest for me if they had a book. And if they had a bestseller, you move up. Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, they have to tell me they've got a website, and that website is going to be the kicker. That's going to be the test. If I go to your website and it's not clear what it is that you do or what value you're going to bring to my audience, if I have you on, then I'm not going to pursue it. Right?
Right.
Because you've got 1,000 people saying, I want to be on your show. I want to be on your radio show. I want to be on your podcast. But only a small fraction of people will go, you want me on your podcast or you want me on your radio show because your audience is going to get boom, boom, boom. Right?
Exactly. No, that's smart. Well, Christine, we could talk for hours about this stuff. It's and so we'll have to have you back on the show again. Love to do that.
Yes.
But in the meantime, if people have watched this or listened to this and said, hey, that Christine Blosdale, she is something else. I'm picking up what she's throwing down. Where can they go to find out more and get more of it?
So they can book that free consultation with me. They get a recording of it as well so that they can cherish that forever. They can get all of that at my website, which is expertauthoritycoach.com. You can always search my name, but people don't know how to spell my name. So that's why they just go to expertauthoritycoach.com. You can see all the different podcasts that I have, the books that I have, but most importantly, you can book that free consult. And that's the key. I need to speak with you and you need to speak with me so that I can get a clear understanding of your business. And I'm fun to work with. And I'm also...
Well, I think we could tell that. I
am fun to work with. But here's the thing too, is I want it so that everybody, whoever's listening to this, and if you contact me, great. If you don't, that's okay. I want you to show up. Don't let imposter syndrome, don't let worrying about, but I'm this and other people are that. Don't let that stop you because your audience, the people that you serve or could serve, are going to miss out on your brilliance. And you don't want to hide that from the world. So I encourage you, take that step forward, go for it. And if you need help along the way, yes, you can reach out to me, but just go for it. That's it.
Beautiful. Best advice I've heard in a long time.
Awesome.
Likewise, my friend. All right. Well, hey, everybody, thanks for tuning in, and we will see you on the next one.
Thanks for listening to the High Ticket Success Podcast. Want to be featured, share your story, and inspire other premium coaches, consultants, and advisors? Apply now at highticketsuccesspodcast.com/guest.